is Angelique, and this is an asana tutorial on twisted triangle, or triangle, trikonasana B, parivrtta trikonasana. There's a couple of ways that it's identified. So, I've got an idea. I'm going to use this notebook. So if you're doing this along with me, go grab a notebook or something sort of flat like this and not too heavy, not like a big heavy dictionary or anything. We're going to work with the twisted triangle, identifying what is foundation that remains stable, right? And what is articulating, what is dynamic, what is moving in twisted triangle pose. So we're going to start with the right side. Take your right foot in front of you. Align the heels about in line with each other. Some bodies are more comfortable with the heel aligned around the arch of the back foot. Some like that front heel a smidge wide. Find what works for you, depending on your structure, on the openness of your hips, right? Find a foot position and the rotation through the back leg where both hip bones face forward in the same way, right? If you take too much rotation in that back leg and the hip doesn't allow that much rotation, it's going to pull the pelvis with you. So be able to square the pelvis, but challenge the rotation at the hip joint as much as possible, being able to maintain that squared off position. From here, hinge at the hips, containing energy through bandhas, always aware of bandhas. Hinge at the hips and bring both hands down to the floor. This is where I'm going to use my notebook and I'm going to set it on my sacrum. Let's see if this works. So with both hands on the floor, the notebook on my sacrum, shift forward into the front foot and notice that the notebook falls off to the left. Putting it back on the sacrum. If I shift weight into my back foot, my pelvis tilts and the notebook falls to the right. We're aiming to keep the sacrum parallel to the floor, weight evenly distributed through the feet, so that the notebook stays. Doesn't slide left or right because the hips are parallel and stable. From there, give weight to the left hand and twist the upper body. Don't let the hips change. Don't let that book fall, right? If you start to let the hips follow the twist, you'll lose it. This is hard. Find the squared off sacrum. Energy down through the left hand. Rotate the upper body. Keep that notebook where it is. Gaze up. That's your twisted triangle. Twist, twist, twist. Don't turn the hips. Good. Coming up. Let's see it on the other side. Square it off. Be able to bring the hip bones forward, because if you start with the pelvis already open, you're not going to be able to find that squared off pelvis. It starts with your foot position. The right distance front back, the right distance sideways, and the right rotation through that back leg. Challenge it, but be able to find a square pelvis. Then we just hinge forward at the hips. If we round and leave the sacrum pointing down, the notebook is going to slide right off, right? So hinge at the hips, try to bring the sacrum parallel to the floor. Weight forward, back, find it evenly so that the notebook will stay. Anchor down through the right hand, and as you twist, only twist the upper body. Keep that notebook where it is. Don't let it fall off. Work the twist through the shoulders, rib cage gaze. Don't let the hip follow you. Good, and come up to stand. A little fun today. That was actually fun for me. I've never tried that before, but it made sense. I'm glad it worked. The pelvis is part of your foundation, right? You don't want the pelvis shifting around as you rotate through the thoracic spine. Keeping the pelvis square will help you to do the work where it's supposed to happen. information, let this practice just give you information about where your challenges are in your twisted triangle, right? It may be that you're not able to hinge at the hips to where you can even get the notebook to stay. Then you know that you have some opening to find through the hip joints, maybe hamstrings. That's okay, honor that. This is just to give you a sense of where your body might be, where it's moving, and where you can work to stabilize foundation so that the twist has an opportunity to happen in the upper back and neck where it's supposed to. Hopefully you found this helpful. I found it fun. Give it a try. See you next time. Thank you.